Hello there and welcome. My name is Linda and this is my channel Linda T70. It's really good to have your company today, and if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much. Great to have you along as usual, and if you're a new person, welcome, and hope you stick around. First thing to say is a big thank you to everyone for the really kind comments I received as a result of my last video, which was about my sister and her alcohol addiction problems and how it kind of affected her life and other people's lives. I wasn't sure whether it was a bit self-indulgent to tell her story, but then, you know, it's good for her story to be heard, because I know that from the comments that you've sent back to me, I know that a lot of you have experienced similar things. Some of you have had dreadful things happen in your life to your loved ones, and you know, it is kind of good to open a dialogue about that, because you sort of think you're alone and nobody you know is in that situation. But yeah, I mean, she is much missed. She was much loved, and I'm sorry I had a little bit of a cry in the middle. My daughter says to me that I never cry about anything. She's a bit wrong there, isn't she? Yeah, but just as an also ran comment, really, I thought I'd better just mention that, because I know that video was ever so long. I'm so sorry, it was nearly an hour, wasn't it? But the chap that left her at the end, so basically the cad, who was, you know, his whole life was a lie, and she suffered as a result of that. I did try and find him. She did as well. He went back he was Irish. He went back to Southern Ireland, and she did as much. I mean, she died in 2002. I didn't mention, by the way, she was 53, I think, when she died. But you know, not that that's particularly relevant, but in case you wondered, she was, so, you know, she died before I was 50, and my mum and dad died before I was 50 as well. So I thought it was quite young to be left with, you know, with nobody really, nobody, you know, in your immediate family. Anyway, yeah, so she did try and find him. As I say, you know, she died in 2002, so the internet wasn't as it is now, and she couldn't find anything out about him. As I'd said to you, his father was had been a police officer but was retired by the time she knew him. She met this guy, and so, you know, you'd have thought maybe you could find him that way. Maybe you could these days, I don't know. And frankly, I've had a little look myself in recent years. I tried to find his company. I think I told you it in the video. It was called Leslie James Associates, and I did find a company with that name. And sorry, my phone's, honestly, just turn it off, Linda, just turn it off. I did find a company with that name, and I did contact them. I mean, if it had have been him, he's not likely to have said, oh yes, that I was the one that you know, was right old to your sister, is he? He's not going to own up. But they were in a location where I thought it was highly unlikely. So if you are dealing with a company, this was a few years ago, I looked it up. If you are dealing with a company called Leslie James Associates, hopefully it's not the same one. So, you know, any similarities are, you know, shouldn't be judged. But anyway, so yeah, I did try, and it's just a shame really that there was no resolution to it. And she died. She was actually still married to him. They didn't get divorced, but she'd been apart from him for years, and, you know, years and years. And yeah, very sad. But anyway, I just thought I'd just let you know that I had tried to find him, and, you know, that company I mentioned is nothing to do with him, should you know it. So today's video, on a lighter, brighter note, is showing you my finished room upstairs. the vacated bedroom from my son's stay. I saw him at the weekend. He invited me and current husband over for dinner, which was very nice. It was I didn't realise he was as good a cook as that. And yeah, I said, I've already sorted your room out. He said, I thought you would have. So yeah, that's all finished now. So just as a bit of a comment to say at the beginning, it's a multi-purpose room. It's it's a spare room with a bed in it. So I've kept the bed. I put some desk space up there for crafting or sewing, or just if I want to sit up there and do some colouring or whatever I want to do, or if current husband wants to sit up there and do a bit of paperwork for his business without the distractions of other things. So when I show it to you, it is not one of the craft rooms that you see on YouTube. I've looked at loads and loads of videos, and everyone's got their cottons in colour gradients, and just millions of tiny little, it's a bit like Hobbycraft exploded and landed in your house. They're all the little tiny packs of the minutiae of things that you use for crafting. I don't have anything like that at all. Hobbycraft, by the way, I think Hobby Lobby is the American version, I'm guessing. I don't really know. But anyway, Hobbycraft is in the UK. It's a crafting and, crafting shop. So I don't have anything like the stuff that everyone else has on those videos. Some of them are absolutely amazing. And all I can think is these people must do stuff for their livelihood, they must make things for people, because it's like going into a shop, it really is. So mine, it pales into insignificance. I've put a few bits out in little pots and things up there just, to show you, but it's never going to be like some of the videos you might well have seen. So I don't want to disappoint you. But I think it serves well as making use of the space and as a room for those sorts of things. So I'll take you up and show you that in a minute. I did also take a little video of when I had just finished the painting and the wallpapering in there. So it's a sort of a before and after, and I'll tell you as much of the stuff that I bought, how much it was, should you be interested. If not, well, I know you can always fast forward. So with future videos, I'm thinking I keep going on about doing a fashion haul, which I will do, but I just haven't had the time to concentrate on looking. I mean, my mind has been boggled with IKEA and Dunelm, for the last couple of weeks. I haven't really been able to think about anything else, but it's, that's all finished with now. So I'm going to start looking around, and I'm going to try and do, because I could do with a few bits. I'm going to try and do a fashion haul sometime quite soon. So by the way, I can't recommend enough. I know I keep on about Angela from Wraparound Plus, but please, if you haven't, have a look at her videos. She's put a couple of really good ones up lately. I mean, what she does things like sort of shows you how to wear stuff as well if you're not quite sure. She puts belts on, and I mean, I don't ever wear a belt because, I just don't. I don't really go in anywhere, so there's not much point of having a belt on. But yeah, have a look at Angela's last couple of videos. They're really good. So that's Angela. That's Wraparound Plus. I'll put a link in the thingy bob, but I'm sure a lot of you. I mention her quite a lot because she does. I've found that I've kind of lost heart with some of the people I used to watch regularly. I still watch most of them on and off, but there's so many fashion hauls and things that, if I'm looking for stuff, I'm interested, but if I'm not, sometimes they can be a little bit, I don't know, you just want something a bit different. So anyway, but I promise I will do that as soon as I can get that sorted. And I also need to do my garden, prepare it for the winter. It's I'll do a little perhaps, I don't know, I might do that next. I'm not entirely sure because there's so many jobs I have to do in the house. You'd think, wouldn't you? painted and decorated since I've had a YouTube channel. I've done at least 3 rooms, 4 rooms I think, and the one you haven't quite seen, and or the one you haven't seen finished yet. You'd think there'd be nothing else to do, but there just is. There's just tidying and sorting. I've got to, we're moving, my tumble dryer's been upstairs for the last couple of years, so that's coming downstairs, and I've got to sort out the space. The thing that's in the space for that's got to go somewhere else, which I know where it's going to go. I've just got to sort out that space. So it's all a bit of a chain reaction, and some of it I can't do unless current husband helps me, because I'm a little old lady, and you know, some things I'm just a bit too feeble for. I think that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So I want to do a gardening one. I've got want to tidy it up, and I want to do a nice pot for the middle of my garden so I can share that with you. I can't do anything at my front little. I don't have a front garden. I've just got an area in front of my kitchen which is decked just for ease, really. And there's some pots on there. But that I've got all those autumn and winter spiders going across, you know, the brown spiders. And it's like a Halloween scene out there without me doing anything. So I'm kind of waiting, because I suppose they'll go when we get the first frost or whatever. They'll probably disappear, and I can get out there and tidy that up. I'm quite, I'm looking forward to doing it. I just haven't had a chance. I keep looking out there and thinking, yep, and then there's something else crops up. So, sorry, I'm just talking about nothing really, aren't I? So coming up, I'm really looking to doing a fashion haul for you, and I want to do a garden tidy if that's your thing. And also a couple of you, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, a couple of you have asked me about doing charity shop hauls, and I'm going to do one. I'm not quite sure when, but I've already checked with my friend, because last year, no it wasn't, I think it was January, I did a charity shop haul, and my friend and myself went to a place where there's lots of charity shops in that sort of shopping area, and my friend drove me, and she wants to come with me again next time, but she's been a little bit poorly. She's been having some chemo, so she usually watches my videos. So she's had her last chemo. She's been a very, very brave girl, and I'm so pleased that she's over that. She's still got some more treatment to come, but everything's looking good for her, and she's been ever so brave. And yes, I can't tell you, I'm so proud of her. I don't think I'd be like that if it was me going through that, but she's been amazing. So Sue, you know who you are. So hopefully we'll be in the next few weeks, subject to her feeling well enough, because she's designated driver on trips to places that I don't know how to get to, because I'm not very good with finding my way around with sat navs and things. So when we can do that, I will do a video and I will show you. So I haven't forgotten. Oh, and a last thing to say is if you've messaged me, I do try, and I think I do reply to everybody, because I think that's the right thing to do. I mean, I don't have so many comments that I can't possibly keep up. I make the time to do it. I do get quite a lot, and a lot of the time it's from my regular viewers, and it's always nice to get comments from new people. So please, if you've got anything to say about my videos or anything we've talked about, please, contact. It's just nice to get to know you. Where was I going with this conversation? Yes, but then occasionally I'll find a comment in a different place, and I hadn't seen it, and I don't quite know how it works, because I'm generally looking on my phone, and sometimes it goes into a different place to where the majority of my comments go. So if you've asked me something, or if even if you just made a comment and I haven't replied to you, I am so sorry. It's not a deliberate or just a can't be bothered thing. I just haven't seen the comment. So and I do go back and check. I found one a couple of days ago that was from a couple of, it was a good few days ago, and I would normally reply pretty quickly. So I do apologise if you've been in that situation, or if you've asked me anything and I haven't answered, always ask me again. So anyway, I think that's enough chatting about absolutely nothing. I don't really have any funny stories for you today. I haven't, I mean, it was a bit of a giggle, I went to Dunelm yesterday to buy the last couple of bits I wanted for that room, and they were pictures, or wall art as we seem to have to call them now. And don't tell that bloke whose video I commented on a couple of weeks ago that said that, you know, we shouldn't be buying cheap old pictures from places like that. We should be saving up our money and buying, I don't know, Picassos or something. So I went to Dunelm because I'd seen these pictures and I knew I wanted them. But of course, in the shop we've got, it's in a shopping centre. Our nearest one's in the shopping centre. And I've said this before, I don't understand shops like that where you go in and you want a trolley and you sort of put lots of stuff in. I mean, sometimes you just go in for an egg timer or something, don't you? But normally you just go around for a bit of a browse, or like me, you're looking for, you know, you're restyling something. And anyway, so I found the picture I wanted. They had it in the branch, and all they've got is those, they look like ginormous pull-along things, you know. They don't have the trolleys in there. The only trolleys I've ever seen are what the staff are using. To put stock out, I mean, not just to do their shopping. And of course the picture I picked up wouldn't go in the bloody thing, would it? So I still had to carry that under my arm, and then I bought another picture, which you'll see in a minute, and that did go in, and a couple of other things. And then I had to get it in the lift and then up to the car park. And I mean, you know, you can imagine when the lift doors open and there was all these hopeful people inside the lift thinking, oh, is this my floor? No. And then there's somebody gets in with all these works of art. Just a bit, you should have seen me, honestly. And it didn't have my arm ache as well. I had to carry it all. I had to park on the other side of the car park. I know, it's a first world problem, isn't it? Anyway, I'm going to shut up now. I've said that before, but I am. I'm going to show you the before and the, well as I can. And I did watch the before bit that I've taken, bit of film back, and it does go a little bit blurry in places, and I think it's when I'm moving the camera a bit too fast. I mean, I don't think it will spoil spoil your viewing or anything, but it is a bit annoying when it suddenly goes like out of focus, you know. So yeah, give it a go, and I hope it's not too traumatic. And I'll do the after video now, film that bit now, and then I'll endeavour to get this video up to go out sometime later today. So I look forward to seeing you on Friday with something else and some other old rubbish to go on about. Hope you like the room. Just remember, it's not like a proper old, you know, full-on craft room. It's just a room for me to use to do stuff like that in. And I will see you, yeah, I'll say goodbye now in case I've forgotten to say, in case I forget to say at the end of the other one, but see you in the next bit. And if I forget to say goodbye at the end, bye-bye. I'll see you later. Bye. This might be a bit echoey because, well, the room's fairly empty. Just to show you where I am so far, the light's pretty poor down this end of the room, which is one of my problems. So this side of the room has been painted in the sage green. There's so much stuff on the landing that shouldn't be there and isn't normally there, but the tumble dry's there at the moment. That's going to be moved to a new location anyway. But just to give you an idea, so this is, I'm pleased with the wallpaper. It's got a sage background, and you'll probably get a better view of it when I've done the room. The other walls are painted in an ivory, which was a bit of a job to cover up this wall because it was blue paint before, but I had just about enough. And there's the window with all the stuff on it. This wall is ivory as well. So we are a bit of a way off of being finished. This is the desk that hopefully current husband is going to put together this evening. I'm just useless at that sort of thing, so the bed is probably going to be in that position if you can make it out under all the stuff. There's lots of things on there that I've bought. That's the chair we're going to use for the desk. Hopefully that will be fine. I've got one of these IKEA chairs, which I'm hoping to use in here somewhere because it's woefully underused. And I've just taken the cover off to wash it, and it says don't wash, don't bleach, don't dry clean, don't do anything with it basically. So I'm not quite sure how you're supposed to keep these things clean. So I'm going to give it a wash, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So hopefully it'll go somewhere in here. If not, well, there's not going to be loads of furniture going back in here. My plan is to have the desk on this wall, and it should have some drawers underneath the desk, and I've got 1 or 2 little units which I'm hoping will fit along here somewhere, so I'm not really sure. It's all just in my head at the moment. This is the rug that was down here before, which was my, when it was my son's room. And I think it's the same size as the new rug I've bought, so I thought this might be quite nice underneath it. Just to give it a little bit of an extra bit of va-va-vu. Anyway, I just thought to show you this. Hopefully, I'm going to change this light. I've bought some shades, which you can see over there in the distance. I'll tell you all about everything when the room's all finished, but it's just to give you an idea, and hopefully in the same video you'll be able to see not only the before but the after. So I'm quite excited about getting everything put together. I've still got some stuff that needs to be delivered, which is coming by, I think the latest thing is Saturday, and it's Wednesday now. So anyway, so this is where we are so far. We're all painted and wallpapered, but we just need to put all the good stuff together, all the fun bit. So I shall see you in a moment. Bye. Right, we're focusing now. So I don't really know where to start, but if we start at the window. So I've got my plant, like they're actual real plants, got those there. I didn't know whether to put the lamps on or off, so to start with, these curtains, because it's a fairly dark room and it's a small window, these are voiles from Dunelm, which are sage colour, and they are £6 a panel, and they just go to the top of the desk. So this is the run of the desk area. I'm a little bit, it's giving me the icky a bit that this is slightly different height to that, so the desk is slightly lower, but I mean, although it's annoying, I don't think these, I'm just going to put up with it. So this is the Marm desk, which I think was £129. The chair is from, you'll have seen that in the other video, you know, where it's actually on the bed in the not the other video, the previous before thing. So this is an IKEA chair. Didn't really want one on a swivel. That's just a unit we already had. Some of these thingy bobs that are on the wall there, we fixed on the wall. Well, current husband did. The lamp I already had. This is a little desk that we already had. It's not actually going to be used, no one's going to sit there, but it's just another thing. Well, they might do, I suppose, if need be, but I'm not intending it for that at the moment, so it's just another area to put stuff and have a lamp. One of these things, those spice racks, those IKEA spice racks, I just put those books in for now. This, I always want to call it a Truffaut, but that's a film director, isn't it? What's it called? Trofast units. Got one of those, an individual one. So that's kind of got, just to give you an idea, it's got some sewing stuff in at the moment. I haven't got my cottons in colour order, I'm afraid. It's my little bit of Lego that's going to be the first thing I do in here. Got my sewing machine at the ready. So that's what this run looks like. Oh, it's my little olive tree. I've had that for a long time, and I think it might look quite nice in here. And the little pot thing was £8 from Dunelm. I thought that was quite cute. So that's this. Oh, and that clock I've had for ages as well. Just thought I'd put it there. So this is, it's not really easy to show you. I'll try and do a sort of an overall one when I'm not speaking to you at the end, but it kind of looks like that. The shelf is one that was in here before, we just moved it, so that's going to be useful for something, not sure what. This picture was from Dunelm. This was £20, so it's got the sage colours in. So this wall is sage, and I think I might put something up there, but I'm not sure what yet. So this is the wallpaper. Oh, sorry, the wallpaper. This is actually, if you're interested, this is called Tropical Island Sage. They do a Tropical Island other colour, I can't remember what it is. So that's on these two walls. My friend had the idea of me putting a bit of the wallpaper in a frame, which I did. I already had that frame. I just painted it green. This wall is ivory. This lamp I've had for ages, and I like the stand, not the shade. And I've used that in numerous different ways over the years. I don't want to get rid of the stands because I like them. The shade, I'll show you, I'll turn the light out. This is from, what do you call it, Home Sense, $14.99. And I like this because I hope you can see all right. It's got lots of different colours in, and some of them are reflected in the room. I'm just going to turn that back on again. This duvet set is just one from Dunelm, which was £25. When I finished videoing this, I'm going to take the pillows and the bedding off, because there's no need for it to stay on here. It was just really to show you how the effect. These cushions, these were, well, this one in the front, this is all Dunelm. This is I think this was £25, liked the colours again. And these were £22 each, and I normally wouldn't spend that much on cushions, but I just thought they were kind of cute. This I've had for ages. This was £12. This is like a sort of sage green colour. Showed you this one. This was from IKEA. The little dog sitting there, looking a bit sorry for himself. This is a mirror that I've had for a long time, which I use for when I do videos, fashion, try on videos. So I've just, that all can be moved. It's got a stand, so it can be moved. This was in my bedroom previously, but I thought when I do try on hauls, it's good to have somewhere to hang clothes, or if somebody stayed the night, it's good somewhere to hang things. This picture I really like. Again, I like the colours in it. It's trees, so we've gone for a sort of a tree theme in here, I suppose, with the trees on the wallpaper. And the lampshade, the ceiling shade, is the same as the lamp. We don't just throw these things together, This box, but this box over here, by the way, just try not to go too fast. This is one of those £12 ones from Dunelm. I got just to put the lamp on. I was going to put drawers there, but I thought it's just pointless really, and obviously you can store stuff in that. And this box here under the little doggy, look at it, he's cute, isn't he? I've had that for ages. That again is one of those Dunelm boxes that you can sit on, and I had this anyway, this thing for a while, which kind of goes with the colours. So I put that there because I do intend at some point to get a really small TV for in here, because when I'm sitting up here doing things, as I've said before, I quite like having a TV on for the sound. This chair from IKEA, I've had that for years. I think I said to you previously that it had a stain on it, which I think I can thank one of my grandchildren for. And I took it off and looked at the washing instructions, and it said don't wash it, don't dry clean it, don't, whatever you do, don't go put any water near this. And I thought, oh, sod it, I might as well just try it. And actually, it came up fine. The stains there a bit, I think it must have been felt tip or something. And I did try and get it out, but I thought, oh, well, who cares? So yeah, that's come up quite nice, that. So I'm not telling you to go and wash your covers if it tells you not to, but I'm telling you that I washed mine. I did it on a Delicates wash and it's absolutely fine. And this cushion here, that's actually a garden cushion. When I say that, it was in the garden range at B&M when I bought it months ago. I bought a couple of them, and I put it up in the loft, and then I thought, oh, that colouring might look nice in this room. So I've washed it and put it in a different, washed the cover and put it in with a different, what do you call the thing in the inside? Pad, cushion pad. So, it's okay. So I'm going to, I think that's everything. I was going to tell you, I think the rug was, can you see the rug? It's like that sort of graded colour. Do they call that ombre on rugs? I don't know. So the darker green is this side where the green wall is, and the lighter side is where the lighter wall is. I know, we don't just throw these things together, as I keep saying. The rug was £129, I think, which I don't think is too bad for this size rug. And oh yeah, and I bought this little foot rug here, which was, I think this was £6 from Dunelm, which is, the other rug, by the way, was from IKEA. Did I say that? This one is from, this is from Dunelm, and it's a washable rug, because I thought, well, if someone does stay, you don't want to put your feet on the cold floor, do you? And that kind of ties in with this one. So I'm just going to do a quick swizz round. If there's anything you need to know that you don't want to know where it's from, or how much it is, or anything like that, just let me know. And oh, sorry about this focusing. Oh, there we go. And I'll just do a quick turn around, and then hopefully you like it. I mean, I was trying to, I think it serves the purpose I want. It serves several purposes. So anyway, I'm going to go around the room and I shall shut up, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in a couple of days. So you take care. Bye bye.